Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Everyday Faith, day number 3. We have a quote today from Donald Miller, and here's what he wrote. We were meant to enjoy life, not to be drowned by it. We were meant to enjoy life, not to be drowned by it. I love this because I think, again, it just kind of helps temper the expectation, tempers our reality, kind of like what we talked about in yesterday's video. That, it doesn't mean we don't have hardship. It doesn't mean we don't have trouble. It doesn't mean that life circumstances or situations aren't overwhelming. But that we are meant to enjoy this life. And I try to remind myself of that, when I go through difficult things or when, whether it's financial difficulty. I remember a little over a year ago, we were just kind of in a really tight financial place as a family and wanted to make sure that we were budgeting well. And there wasn't a whole lot of means for us to, do a bunch of extra things. But one of the things that my wife and I decided to do, my mother-in-law lives in Hawaii, which is awesome. And so she lives on the island of Oahu. And so we try to visit, once a year, something like that. And so we had plans to go visit her in the midst of, this kind of time frame where we were at. And so we knew we would be able to do this trip to go there. But we were debating on whether or not, like, my wife and I should just take a few days to go to Maui on our own and leave our daughter with my mother-in-law, her grandma. And it was like, well, it's going to cost us this much. And so should we not? And it wasn't like if we did this, we wouldn't be able to pay rent. So we weren't making that kind of decision. It was just more like, is this a wise decision? And we just both felt like, this is a wise decision, that we need to do something that, we can enjoy something for ourselves, or we can have some fun. And honestly, it was like the best decision that we made tied to that trip. I'm so glad that we did it. Again, we weren't putting ourselves in financial jeopardy. We weren't, at risk of not having a meal. But one of the things we realized is that, like, by, kind of carrying that stress, it would have been easy for us to miss out on our ability to enjoy the life that God wants us to enjoy and that God wants us to live. And so, I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what your circumstances. But one of the things I want to kind of put before you today is just to consider, you might feel overwhelmed. You might feel like you're drowning in the throes of life. But I just want to ask you, look for something today that you can enjoy. Maybe it's the sunshine, maybe it's, a garden, maybe it's a walk outside in nature, but find a way to enjoy your life today and then use that as a building block to continue enjoying your life each and every day. Hope that encourages you guys. Go out and have some fun, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.